This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lap.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Carolina Panthers. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Reset. 19. Watch the backer. Watch the backer.
Now a first-time Pro Bowler from a year ago, Lamar Miller. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Reset. 19. Check. With the 9. You better be afraid of me. 9, go.
They go play action here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
2nd and 5 at the Panthers' 49-yard line.
Break this up. 19. 54 Mike. I got it.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson, and he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Watson going to give this one to Miller. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them. Luke Kuechly combines speed, intelligence, toughness, puts it all together. It makes plays like one we just saw there. He may not be a big-time blitzer, but, boy, he knows how to pursue straight ahead and make plays in the run game.
And the catch made by Johnson. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and this is what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. But keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Watson. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
When you're this close to the goal line, you've got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
They need to reverse the trend. The last two plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, here's Watson. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. The kick by Fairbairn is good. No one attempted or made more field goals than Fairbairn last year. He was 37 of 42.
And they were grateful for every one of those that put 3 points on the board. But I'll guarantee you, Bill O'Brien, the head coach, is thinking to himself, we need to use them a lot less in 2019. Let's make sure we score some more touchdowns.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Check 15, check 15.
A first carry for Christian McCaffrey, who made his first Pro Bowl last year. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got?
The shotgun snap for Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Whitney Merciless, showing no mercy, flies in for the sack. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Oh, the return is Jones. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown to see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. Everyone happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
toe
that.
bashed it.
Super toe.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen.
Back to throw, Watson. Screenplay, Johnson. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on 2nd down, and that leads to a tough 3rd down call. Out of the gun, Watson. He'll have a 1st down past the 40. Then he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards. first down. Watson. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans.
Oh, here we go. Oh, Mike Fogner.
3rd and long, it's Watson. Steps away to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Watson. And Stills bringing it in. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes us 2nd and 9. Watson's throw pulled in by Hopkins. Oh, now Hopkins slow to get up here.
That's what I'm talking about.
While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. The Texans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Here's Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes.
Whenever you see a team deciding to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, as a defensive player, my mindset is we've got them now, and that's why they dialed up the blitz and got after them.
But occasionally, you want to pass it on 3rd and 1. I mean, not a lot for sure, but sometimes just to keep the defense guessing.
Oh, no doubt. You want to break tendencies as you go along with the game because you don't want them to just say, oh, 3rd and 1, we know exactly what they're going to do. But in this situation, as an offensive lineman, as a running back, I'd want to know why I didn't get the football.
At their own 14-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Back to the air, Newton on 2nd down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Are we on the same page here, partner? Because I think they had the right idea. Just take what you can get on 3rd and forever.
Yeah, in real life, I'd say yes. It's just these video games are tempting. You want to go downfield with it.
I like the way you evolved. Yeah. You know, you've learned how to play it the Madden way.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. An NFL update there in the second quarter in Baltimore. And that is now a 2-touchdown lead for the Browns in that game. I would definitely imagine we'll hear more from that game as we go along. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made by K1 Short.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
From the 50, it's Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And he fires one that's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
3 down, 3 down.
Back to throw, Newton. That's going to be caught by Samuel. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Newton on 3rd down. He gets it to Thomas. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Here we go, D. Check 4. Gun.
Now Newton on 1st down. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
It's now 2nd and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Newton. He's going to look deep for more. It's caught inside the 25. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A gain there of 30 big ones. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, this from 39. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime in a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
At the 27-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Newton to throw. And this is caught by Martavis Bryant. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
First down, Carolina.
Right to the 3. Let's go, defense. Out of time. It's out of time.
On 1st and 10, Newton. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for Carolina. Here's Jones on the return. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. Now Watson. Open man is QT, complete. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. To throw again, Newton. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Newton. This is caught, and he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Curtis Samuel, his first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Graham Gano on for the extra point. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. To throw again on second down. Watson. He's got Fuller. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing on third down. Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's a corner that got in there for the sack. Dante Jackson.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. A run on first down, but it's not going to get them much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Benardrick McKinney, a first-time Pro Bowler a season ago, in on the tackle there.
Brings it 2nd and 9 at the 22-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Whitney merciless, able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Now Newton. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And all the way down to the 35. A huge play there on the screen pass. 55 yards.
And the Panther first down.
Back now in Houston. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Draw play as Newton gives to McCaffrey. And he's got room. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. In 2018, Deshaun Watson had 5 fourth-quarter comebacks. Only Drew Brees of the Saints had more with 6. From the 29, Watson. He'll run it. He'll have a first down past the 40. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
Sliding out of the pocket. That's caught by his tight end, Jordan Akins. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
Looking to throw again on second down. Watson buying time to his left. Completes it to Miller. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Reset. 19. Check. Walk 54. Walk 54. Let's go, team.
Play action from Miller. Now Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Flushed out right. It's complete to Fuller. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 18.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Reset. 19. Check. 59. Ready? Alert.
From the red zone now, Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for second and 23. Off of play action, it's Watson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. To throw is Watson. And that is incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They will indeed snap it to Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Johnson's got it complete. Fighting for the pylon, but he will not get there. They mark him short of the goal line. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
Second and goal at the 1-yard line.
They come out here in the I. 2nd and goal from the 1.
Check, check, check.
They'll try to punch it in with Miller. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Man, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
Back to throw, Watson. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
Check 59, Mike. Go, go. Mike to 59. Hey, we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges. Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9". You don't want this. Let him go.
Here we go on 4th. Watson. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. They try and run on 1st down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 7-yard line.
Mike, let's set. Look at him. Great, great, great!
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
What we got? What we got?
Third down, here's McCaffrey. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. 13 yards, 1st down, Panthers.
A gain of 13 yards. 1st down.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the 1st quarter, but 2nd, 3rd, and 4th quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you're going to win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you said baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the 1st quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So for the Panthers, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Texans, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign